Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. This is your first time. Welcome. Glad you can be here. So I gotta tell you, man, I was excited. First, woke up to news that the kid in Ill-Informed dropped a track. I heard about this one yesterday from Right to Speak, C.Facts C.o.N-Vers. It's called War. They teased it yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, and I knew it was coming today, and I was excited, man. It's one of those songs when they were culling down the playlist on their upcoming album. This is a song that didn't make the final cut, but they really liked it enough that they wanted to do a video for and get it out because I think people should hear it. Big fan of these cats, man. I think C.Facts is one of those underappreciated producers. I know you've heard me say it a bunch of times that We Made Creators beat, one of my favorites that I've heard since I started this channel over a year ago. So not going to talk anymore, man. Let's just jump right in and see what these cats have for us.
I know what it is you want of me, but I will not bring further death to my people. I will not risk open war.
Open war is upon me, whether you would risk it or not.
The accidental king, I pulled a sword from the stone and stay accountable for actions since the day I've grown. Never say it ain't so's the wrong way to go. I leave you spiking estrogen injections filled with androlone.
Okay, before we get too far into this track, I love how he comes to the accidental king. It's like Arthur pulling the sword from the stone. He takes responsibility for everything, man. He's a grown-ass man. Where he is in life, the decisions he's made, the mistakes that he's made, all that kind of shit, he owns that shit. There's no blaming other people, man. I want to make a quick note of what C.Facts has done with this beat, man. It's got that piano, very haunting sound to it, over top of these, live or not live, real footage, like footage from documentaries or whatever. So it's like, I always think it's so haunting when you see this real footage, because you see just how horrible people can be to other people. It is haunting, and what C.Facts is doing here with this beat, this piano, the beat itself is almost reserved, and in fact, it's not overpowering. It's kind of just sitting there, allowing C.O.N-Vers to do his thing, which is different from what I've heard from him before, man. This is a different side of him. It's almost like there's a little bit of a veiled passion, a veiled anger in his sound. Unique to me, anyways, from what I've heard. But so far, man, I'm digging what they've got, this whole package they've put together for this song, for sure.
And stay accountable for actions since the day I've grown. Never say it ain't so's the wrong way to go. I leave you spiking estrogen injections filled with androlone. Beliefs that never hold my eyes, I never dwell on snakes, swelling with the force of ocean's currents when it emulates. I give back to nature when I vegetate. The mind of any reprobate. Your time is soon, so lay and wait. I'm waiting for my shine like a polished gold. Polyps grow, Doc Holiday, I got the ghostly flow. My book of rhymes has got a stretch like Pinocchio. Bars that cause a stench, have you trying to hold your own nose?
Man, see, something about the style that he's using right now. I'm just really digging it. And I love that, man. His rhyme book's got this stretch, which kind of, to me, goes to this thought, is the fact that this sounds different to me. It's a different side of him. It's a different sound. So it's almost like he's got so much stuff in his rhyme book, man. That shit stretches like Pinocchio's nose. And then he brings in the next bar about holding, like, because of the stench, you're holding your own nose because of the stench. But yeah, man, this is so friggin' nice. If this is what didn't make the cut, can you imagine what did?
The double O, I keep the killing license. Lend an ear to halve a problem, never suffer silence. As these two worlds collide to form a true alliance. See me tearing up instructions, never needed guidance. So someone tell me what you're waiting on. It's like a war is being waged as you try and run. The loosest lips, you better tighten up. My ship is never sinking since the day I raised the anchor, bruv.
Oh, man, that hook is sick. the loose lips sink ships, and he's like, you better tighten up your lips, son, because my battleship ain't sinking. Not since the day that I pulled up anchor, man. You're not going to sink this boat, so, tighten your shit. Man, I freaking love that bar about never needed guidance, so that's why he always tears up the instructions. That's a nice bar, man. I dig that shit.
Tighten up, my ship is never sinking since the day I raised the anchor, bruv. Love is lost when the fist are thrown. Sleep and cells spring to life when the cover's blown. Stay vigilant, it's crafty when you're followed home. War breeds more bad seeds when you're on the throne. My creed of assassins smash a gang of bandits. Too stealthy when we move, you never hear us landing. Yeah, we're angling for kings that bear the stolen crown. Cinder blocks around the ankles, evidence is never found. Stay wilding out, flipping from the cabin fever. It's stillmatic with revision as we study ether. As we end another decade, never take a breather. And we leave that shit behind like we're stabbing Caesar.
Yeah. Oh, man, what a bar. Leave that shit behind like we're stabbing Caesar because he gets stabbed in the back. Oh, fucking... Come on.
With revision as we study ether. As we end another decade, never take a breather. And we leave that shit behind like we're stabbing Caesar. Ignore procedure like a renegade. This rebel made from hatred as I'm chiseled with a rusty blade. Busker with angelic voice, just noise to suit the escapade. Existential self will see me turning when I'm in the grave. From an early age I figured out that brave and stupid share the same amount of thought. It just depends on how you prove it. Never muted as I bellow with
what a friggin' bar.
when I'm in the grave. From an early age I figured out that brave and stupid share the same amount of thought. It just depends on how you prove it. Never muted as I bellow with the killer instinct. A humble fellow but the switch will leave a deeper imprint. So someone tell me what you're waiting on. It's like a war is being waged as you try and run. The loosest lips you better tighten up. My ship is never sinking since the day I raised the anchor, bruv. Love is lost when the fist are thrown. Sleep and cells spring to life when the cover's blown. Stay vigilant, it's crafty when you're followed home. War breeds more bad seeds when you're on the throne. Takes one to know one. Check the bloodline, the road's Roman. Wandering sword, I move Ronin. 10,000 hours means the focus never broken. And my blade is left smoking when I slice your barrel open. I draw a spot where you're frozen. Stir trouble with a wooden spoon. I'm standing at the cauldron.
Jesus Christ. Like I said, man, this is something special. He's just going ham with these lyrics, dude. These one-liners, these images that he's drawing. And again, that hook, man. Shit.
I move Ronin. 10,000 hours means the focus never broken. And my blade is left smoking when I slice your barrel open. I draw a spot where you're frozen. Stir trouble with a wooden spoon. I'm standing at the cauldron. Muttering in riddles, I'm possessed when I'm talking. Highlander, only single one that's left walking. Boring peace treaties, I feed obese sweeties. And play the long game and cause death by diabetes. Murdering species, they all crumble.
He ain't gonna kill you. He ain't gonna kill you quick, man. He's gonna just feed you sweets. How about that? That's a good way to good screen to stop on. He's just gonna feed you sweets to the point where you die of diabetes. So he's in this for the long haul, man. He's gonna kill you slowly. Oh shit.
Left walking, boring peace treaties. I feed obese sweeties and play the long game and cause death by diabetes. Murder any species, they all crumble beneath me. Flowing straight Genghis, got your briefs full of feces. No defeating as the pro turns to novice. Seek solace with the forces as I quantify your options. Lost within a wicked dream, I'm breezing at a whipping speed. Never find me dwelling in the realms of possibilities. So someone tell me what you're waiting on. It's like a war is being waged as you try and run. The loosest lips you better tighten up. My ship is never sinking since the day I raised the anchor, bruv. Love is lost when the fist are thrown. Sleep and cells spring to life when the cover's blown. Stay vigilant, it's crafty when you're followed home. War breeds more bad seeds when you're on the throne. So someone tell me what you're waiting on. It's like a war is being waged as you try and run. The looser slips, you better tighten up. My ship is never sinking since the day I raised the anchor, bruv. Love is lost when the fist are thrown. Sleeper cells spring to life when the cover's blown. Stay vigilant, it's crafty when you're followed home. War breeds more bad seeds when you're on the throne.
Man, the end of that song too, with the C.Facts with the piano and everything there at the end, so very nice, man. What he's done, what he did with this beat and this production overall. Like I said, a very subdued sound, allowing C.O.N-Vers to take like center stage with these powerful lyrics, man. Sometimes an overproduced song can take away, as you cats know, man, take away from what the artist or what the MC is saying. Sometimes it overpowers it. This seemed to be a perfect, all the ingredients for this was perfect, man. They did everything, in my mind, everything went, meshed so well together. I'm a big fan of this. And if it's any indication of what we have waiting for us, I think we're all going to be happy, man, when they drop their new album, because this is something special. And it's sad they don't get as much views and respect that a lot of other cats do. But you know what? Like I said before, make sure you support these guys as much as you can. Go over to Shotgun the Ox. Big shout out to them for hosting it. Same thing as ukhiphop.com. They have it up on their YouTube page, man. Go give it a look. Go give it a listen on both sites, man. Why not? It's a great song. Listen to it twice. And after that, go Spotify and stream that shit. Go buy it. Support these guys the best you can. If you can't afford to buy it, just stream the shit out of it. Let's support these cats. I love each and every one of y'all for being here, supporting me, building this community, making it into something great. I hope everything that I had planned comes into shape and I'm able to do it. It's a lot. It should be a lot of fun. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep building the community. Keep getting UK hip hop to as many eyes as possible. Like I said during my last video, it's supposed to be a shitty weekend here in terms of weather, so I might get a chance to do a couple videos on the weekend. Hard to say. We'll see how it goes. If not, I'll see you on Monday. And everyone have a great weekend. Until then, stay safe and be good to each other.